7 things you need to know about Destiny Rising's mobile game. Destiny Rising, officially revealed on October the 14th, 2024, is a new free-to-play mobile game from NetEase and Bungie, developed primarily by NetEase, and this game takes place in an alternate timeline, giving players a fresh perspective on Destiny lore. However, before its official announcement, early reports hinted that Bungie was, at one point, heavily involved in Destiny Rising's development. Let's dive into the 6 key things you should know about the game. Destiny Rising is primarily developed by Chinese tech giant NetEase, with Bungie playing a supporting role. However, this wasn't always the case. Back in September 2024, the Game Post reported that Bungie was heavily involved early on, contributing so much to the development that they attempted to renegotiate the contract to become a co-developer. Really? Who's the source on this? Well, my thing is, hold on. If you're trying to renegotiate to become a co-developer, I mean, it just comes down to money right there, right? I don't know the deal they signed with NetEase. Co-developer, obviously a bigger cut. Right now, though, if it's like purely a developed game by NetEase is using their IP, I just wonder what the kickbacks are. Well, here's the thing. This is the thing that I've wondered about. Y'all tell me this. Did Bungie give, it was essentially $100 million, right? Which is a lot of fucking money. Let's just be real. $100 million, a lot of money. But do you think NetEase took advantage of the situation, knowing Bungie was in trouble for money? And that $100 million was actually a pretty good deal. It was a gamble. Because Destiny could have folded. Bungie could have folded. But do you think that $100 million to have the ability to create a mobile game and also have IP access there? Licensing. Not saying it's not going to make Bungie more money. Obviously, it's going to make Bungie more money. But it probably would have made Bungie more money had they themselves developed it. When those negotiations fell through, Bungie significantly reduced its involvement, leaving NetEase to take full control. Bungie's current role is more limited, mainly providing narrative guidance and visual references for characters, weapons, and other assets. One of the key aspects of Destiny's Rising is that it takes place in an alternate timeline separate from the main storyline of Destiny 2. Here's what the developer has to say about this. Destiny Rising is set in an alternate timeline many years before Destiny 1 and 2. This timeline allows for a different exploration of how humanity began to rise from the ashes of the collapse when invaders from beyond the stars brought an end to what was once a golden age. Destiny's Rising takes players back to the Warlord era, a turbulent period before Guardians and their iconic classes, Titans, Warlocks, and Hunters were fully established. Though this era has been mentioned in Destiny's lore, Destiny Rising offers players a deeper, more immersive exploration, providing a fresh perspective for long-time fans. We'll have to just see about the whole immersive exploration. I don't know. We don't know, right? It could literally just be like, hey, here's this little small zone that's possible only on, because we're on mobile devices, and that's what you get to explore. But we'll see. Now, the fallen deity, the Traveler, used its light to create ghosts who sought out fallen denizens of humanity and brought them back as light bearers, immortals of power with unique abilities. That's pretty interesting. There's a giant hammer over here. I don't know what that's about. Unlike the traditional class system found in Destiny 2, Destiny Rising introduces hero characters from Destiny's universe. NetEase has already confirmed some familiar characters such as Cabber, Ikora Rey, and Iron Lord Yoder. So guys, these are especially like Cabber, like from like Vault of Glass, that armor you've worn. These are hugely iconic characters. Now, in addition to these fan favorites, Destiny Rising brings a range of new light bearers to the game. Players will take on the role of a customizable main character named Wolf. You can personalize Wolf's gender and appearance, offering a tailored experience, and each light bearer in the game possesses unique abilities tied to a special feature called Relic, which defines their powers and playstyles. Dude, it sounds like Genshin Impact. At Genshin Impact, you had your main character, and then you had the other characters that you could pick up, the other, waifus and husbandos. I'm telling you, Les, it sounds like Genshin to me, dude. Watch us have a Morozov banner rolling for them 5 stars, baby. Not all mobile games are like Genshin. No, but I'm not saying that. No, absolutely not. But Black Force, what? Of course not. But this has some or at least makes me believe this has some similarities to Genshin. And look, I'm not completely against that. I don't like gacha, but I did like that Genshin had you could play it on PC and mobile and on console. Could you play Genshin on console? You play it on console too? Yeah. I actually, look, we're going to play this game just simply because it's Destiny and we want to try it out. But I think it's a huge miss for NetEase to not launch this thing on all platforms. I know they're trying to just take this mobile approach, and they're probably like, wanting to optimize that first. But there's going to be some overlap with the Destiny community. But if you had it on console and on PC, you would have way more overlap in players trying your game that are already actively playing Destiny. I think it's going to hurt Destiny 2 if it comes to console. We'll talk about that in just a moment. We'll talk about whether or not the success of this game would actually hurt Bungie and Destiny or not. I mean, at the end of the day, it's more money for Bungie. but we'll talk about it. Destiny Rising brings exciting new gameplay features, including a brand new weapon type. The crossbow players can also look forward to chasing after the rarest gear, yet with the introduction of a new mythic rarity tier. You saw that it's the orange color, guys, but it's a whole new rarity tier. Now, unlike Destiny 2, Destiny Rising streamlines its weapon systems with just 2 slots, one for primary weapons and the other for power weapons. It also seems like it's going to be dedicated to certain character types or to certain heroes. So it seems like this hero can only use a hand cannon and a crossbow. This hero can only use a sword and a shotgun. So those are going to be defined to those specific characters. And of course, this is going to push us to play. The goal here is to get you to try and play all the different characters, roll for those characters if there's going to be a roll system. Destiny Rising brings a mix of classic and new gameplay experiences for both PvE and PvP players. PvE fans can look forward to familiar features like campaign missions, destination free roam, and Haven Ops strikes for quick challenges. Now, for those looking to test their skill, the 6-player Gauntlet Ops inspired by Destiny's iconic raids will offer a more challenging experience. NetEase has also teased exciting new modes, including Morgan's Prey, Legacy, and Realms of the Nine. Keep in mind, guys, this is actually a little concerning from like a lore perspective. I'm concerned that because this is an alternate universe, it's not canon. I don't want us in our heads to get like lore fucked up and backwards here. You know what I mean? Just remember it's not canon. Now, on the PvP front, the competitive mode Shifting Gates is set to debut in an upcoming closed alpha test, offering a fresh twist on Destiny most players' gameplay. According to the developers, the game is still in early stages of development, with more updates to come. It's literally Destiny. Like, it's full-blown. You're getting PvE and PvP. NetEase is set to launch the first closed alpha test for Destiny Rising on November the 1st, 2024. This exclusive test will be available only to players in the US and Canada. There's a complete guide on how to sign up and get involved. And that's it for the article. All right, so back to the topic that you guys have brought up. It was brought up multiple times. Does the success of Destiny Rising, say it blows up, which I don't believe it will, but say it's incredible. It's like the best game you could imagine. It's everything we want in Destiny. And suddenly it's the cream of the crop Destiny experience. Would that hurt us as Destiny 2 players? Would that hurt Destiny, the Destiny we currently play now? First up, again, it's a mobile-only game right now. I don't know when it's going to come to other platforms, if it even comes to other platforms. So I don't see that happening. Secondly, I also don't see Bungie abandoning Destiny 2. They can't. This game they're not a co-developer. Destiny Rising is developed by NetEase. NetEase paid their $100 million. Something tells me, and I'm not saying that they're not going to get money from this. Obviously, they're going to get money from it. But I think that Bungie took the $100 million back in 2019 when they split from Activision, whatever. They took the $100 million. They were in need of money, and they may or may not have signed the deal that they didn't want to necessarily sign. Could be wrong. I think at the end of the day, Bungie wish they were a co-developer, if not the primary developer, so they could net all the revenues. But you could be in a situation here where if Destiny Rising does just absolutely pop the fuck off and somehow becomes game of the year, which I don't think is ever going to happen, but if it does, what that, in my opinion, is going to push Bungie to have to do is they're going to have to bring in some of those innovations into Destiny 2. You know, maybe they look at the Scythe Super and go, wow, they fucking love that shit. Put it in the game. Maybe they see some of the weapons, the crossbow. Maybe they look at the mythic rarity and go, holy crap. You know, in some ways, this Destiny Rising game can be a way to like beta test different features that we as Destiny players would like to see in our game. You know, I think to me, it's like common sense to add customizable social spaces. We're at that point in Destiny that it needs to happen. But perhaps they see this, you know, being extremely successful with Destiny Rising and they go, all right, we got to put that in the game. I disagree. Cope. How's that cope, guys? Why is that cope? I don't understand. Hold on. Tell me why that's cope. Which part of that is cope? Well, some of you see the logic behind what I'm saying. The rest of you think that Destiny is a dead game right now, and that it's GG's, and that you guys, man, anytime y'all see us get excited about anything Destiny, dude, you get just pissed off. Like, it just ruins your fucking day, man. I'm talking just go out of your way. You're like, dude, stop having fun over there. The fuck off the game. Let that bitch die. Listen. I think that this could potentially work out in a positive way for us as Destiny players. I don't think that this game is going to kill Destiny because it's just a mobile game. We needed a Destiny 3. We weren't going to get a Destiny 3, guys. It's not going to happen. And it's because Bungie has been incrementally rolling out D3-like features for years, with subclasses being changed to fragments and aspect systems, moving away from the static system, from prismatic being put into the game, to origin traits and enhanced traits and weapon crafting. finally getting loadouts, which took way too long in Fireteam Finder. If there was a D3 to come, it would be exactly like D2. It would be what D2 is right now, plus whatever features are going to be added in the next year, maybe 2 years. As soon as the feature goes live within Destiny and with a Bungie, they roll it out right there on the spot. I hate to switch up in this chat and saying first y'all wanted D3 for so long, and now y'all are saying we don't need a D3. Make up your minds. With the armor system coming next year to Destiny, with Banes being added to enemy AI, which is essentially just going to be an overhaul to enemy AI within Destiny. Look, Bungie keeps rolling out D3-like features here in Destiny. Okay, I'm fine with them. If they stop innovating, that's where I'm going to be like, that's a problem. You know what I mean?
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.